Chapter 17 of Going His Way, Little Talks to Little Folks by Rev. Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 17 The Loyal Americans. What do you do when you hear a band play The Star-Spangled Banner? You do what every real American does. You stand up. And why do you stand? You stand because you know that the Star-Spangled Banner is the song of our country. You stand as a sign of respect for our country and our flag. You stand because you love the flag, because our flag stands for America and for everything that is fine and good. Now for our story. It's about a girl named Catherine. This girl was a real American, and she was a Girl Scout, too. As a Girl Scout, Catherine had learned to love our flag, the red, white, and blue. She felt that our flag is the best flag in the world because our flag stands for America. At her Scout meetings and at camp, Catherine had been taught to stand whenever she heard the Star-Spangled Banner. Well, one night Catherine's father and mother were listening to the radio. Catherine was upstairs in bed, but she was not asleep. She, too, was listening to the radio, and she heard a band playing fine music. At the end of the program the band played The Star-Spangled Banner. Then what do you think Catherine did? She jumped out of bed and stood in the dark while the band played. Then, all of a sudden, Catherine happened to think about her 4-year-old sister, who was in the next room. "Ethel, Ethel!" called Catherine to her younger sister. "The band is playing The Star-Spangled Banner. Stand up!" And was Catherine surprised? Out of the dark came the voice of the younger sister. "Oh, I knows what to do. I's standing up." Now I'm sure that you boys and girls know what to do when you hear The Star-Spangled Banner. I know that you always stand up. You stand up because you love your flag, because you love America, because you love everything that is fine and good. Catholic boys and girls always love their flag. They love their country. You love your flag. You love your country too. But what about your love for Jesus Christ? Does your love for Christ come before your love for your flag and your country? Well, it should. Now, if you really love Christ, you will always stand up for Christ. You will stand up for all the fine things that Jesus taught. I wonder whether you always stand up and do all the fine things that Jesus has asked you to do. Do you say your prayers every day? Do you go to Mass every Sunday? Do you go to confession and Holy Communion often? Do you stand up for the truth and never tell lies? Do you obey your parents? Do you refuse to steal? Are you honest? Do you stand up and speak the name of Jesus with love? If you do these things, boys and girls, then you stand up for Jesus Christ. You stand up for everything that is fine and good. You show Jesus that you love Him. Sometimes boys and girls don't stand up for Christ. They don't do what Jesus wants them to do. They disobey, tell lies, cheat, steal, miss Mass on Sundays, eat meat on Fridays, say bad words. When boys and girls do these things, when they don't keep the commandments, they are not loyal to Christ. Oh, I hope that no boy or girl in this church will ever go back on Christ. Remember, children, it's not enough to tell Jesus that you love Him. You must prove to Him that you love Him. At all times, show Jesus that you love Him by your actions. Stand up for Jesus Christ. End of chapter 17.